against her brother. Did Maria ask gently. Where's your mom or dad? The boy looked down. Gone. What about family? Aunt, he said. Then, after a moment, added, she doesn't feed us. Maria felt her throat tighten. She nodded, saying nothing. That day, she let them rest there for as long as they liked. When they left, she packed them some leftovers in an old paper bag and told them they were welcome anytime. The next day, they came again. And the day after that, they never asked for food. They just sat quietly until she came over with a warm plate and a soft smile. In return, they offered a wordless kind of loyalty. They began to speak more, just a little. Names were exchanged. David, the boy, spoke for both of them. Lillian, his sister, rarely said a word, but her eyes began to light up when she saw Maria. It was the beginning of something neither of them could fully understand at the time. A quiet promise made not in words, but in the gentle exchange of food and trust. And from that day on, Table 4 was never truly empty again. The bell above the diner door gave its usual cheerful chime, and Maria didn't even have to look up. She already knew who it was. Hey, my little guests are back, she said aloud, grabbing 2 clean plates before turning around with a smile. David and Lillian were standing just inside the entrance, brushing their shoes on the mat like they belonged there. And in a way they did. It had only been a few days since they first came in hungry and unsure, but already it felt like a rhythm had formed. A quiet pact between them and the woman who never asked too many questions. They walked straight to the back of the diner without a word, heading to Table 4, their table. Maria placed the plates in front of them and leaned in conspiratorially. I added a little extra today. Just don't tell my boss. Lillian gave a tiny smile, her front tooth missing. David muttered a quiet thank you, never quite lifting his eyes to meet hers. Maria understood. Trust didn't grow overnight, especially not when you were 8 and carrying the weight of your whole world on your back. Still, every day they came. And every day she fed them not just food, but stability. Warmth. A place they could count on. One afternoon, Maria noticed David trying to sneak bites of his portion to Lillian when he thought she wasn't looking. Hey, she said gently, walking over. There's enough for both of you. I'll get her more if she wants it. David looked down in embarrassment. I just don't want her to be hungry later. Maria's heart cracked open a little.